Are you comfortable with Steve Bannon's style?
I'm extremely comfortable with Steve Bannon at the campaign. I thought it was a masterful choice, to quote other people. Donald Trump, in the press release and in his comments to the press, described us as people who want to win, and I think we're going to leave everything on the field. You deserve nothing else. There are millions of people who are relying upon a true choice, a true change election. They need to see the contrast. We want to take the message, Allison, directly to the voters. I'm a huge proponent in the ground game, in building a campaign from the bottom up, in the retail politicking, in the data operation. And Steve also, he's a big strategic thinker. And I think folks are going to cherry pick anything somebody said or anything somebody did. But he's a brilliant tactical mind. And look, the bottom line is the candidate has to trust his advisors. And we feel like we have the trust of the leader here.
In terms of Steve Bannon's messaging, because obviously that's very important as well in a campaign, I just want to read some of the recent Breitbart headlines. He's obviously a provocateur, but some things cut pretty close to the bone and can be seen as insulting, offensive. Here are some of the recent Breitbart headlines. Here's one. There's no hiring bias against women in tech. They just suck at interviews. Next. Sympathy for the Devils, the plot against Roger Ailes and America. That one is about basically how the sexual harassment allegations against Roger Ailes, he's the victim of what Breitbart calls this sort of Democratic establishment of the Clintons. Next, big trans hate machine targets pitching great Curt Schilling. That's referring to transgender people. And birth control makes women unattractive and crazy. What do you think of headlines like this?
I've not read those stories, but I have to say, not unlike the reason that most of the media cover Donald Trump and not Hillary Clinton, people like to click on headlines and see what they're about. So I haven't read those stories, but I can tell you the man is a brilliant tactician, and he has a long history of, I think, girding for combat and being unafraid. I'll tell you what Donald Trump needs. He needs people who are like him in this sense. You have to be unapologetically, unflinchingly unafraid of Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and all that Clinton campaign means, because we feel like we're up against a major machine here, and you need people girded for battle who are at least willing to, as we like to say, leave it all on the field, give it our best shot.